Guess it's about time someone wrote a song about the mattress. I feel it in my bones. I could finally take this money from under the mattress, crawl in a bed of my own. Stoking fires, changing channels, I more than paid my penance. And I've done time, baby, overnight. I overstayed my sentence in this life and storm.
I'm Kody Shade Harrel. I grew up down here on the coast, but I reside up in North Mississippi now, so I'm bringing some North Mississippi Hill Country blues with me, playing some music for y'all.
down here around South Mississippi in Lucedale, specifically a little Pascagoula River community called Buzzard Roost, which is out in the river swamp. And, as far as how I got started playing music, it was really like my parents' classic rock radio. Always playing, if we're in the car, it was always playing 96.1. And if we were at the house, the stereo was playing 96.1. And I just grew up hearing that music, just the classic rock and southern rock and like Allman Brothers and Leonard Skinner and everything. My brother ended up getting a guitar. He's about 7 years older than me, and he got a guitar because he wanted to learn Stevie Ray Vaughan songs. And of course, me being the little brother, I was like, I want a guitar too. I want to learn how to play too. So I think I got a hand-me-down guitar from him and tried to play and realized this is harder than it looks like Stevie Ray Vaughan makes it look, And so I put it up for years and years. And but music was always still in my life because our dad took us to Pensacola Spring Fest whenever I was a little kid. Every year we would go to Pensacola Spring Fest for the full weekend and see everybody, Willie Nelson and Foreigner and Cheap Trick and the Black Crowes and Patti LaBelle and like Buddy Guy, everybody. But one of those Spring Fests that we went to, and I'm kind of taking my brother's story here a little bit because I was too young to really truly remember. Like, I remember seeing this, but my brother said that he saw on the schedule there was a band playing that had Mississippi in the name. So he said, well, we're going to go and see them because it's got Mississippi in the name, see what they're all about. It ended up being the North Mississippi All-Stars, and that hooked my brother, so he ended up getting CDs, and then those were being played in our stereo in the bedroom, so I heard the music from there. And after a couple years, he went off to college, and I grew up, playing out in the woods and hunting and fishing and stuff, and kind of got away from music, but I ended up going to Ole Miss for school, and once I got to Oxford, I realized this is where that music was. Like, Holly Springs is right up the road from Oxford, and Junior Kimbrough's Juke Joint used to be up the road, and R.L. Burnside used to play at Proud Larry's all the time, and like his son still play at Proud Larry's all the time, and his grandson who played drums with him plays at Proud Larry's, and the Lyric Theater, and Blind Pig, and all these places in Oxford. So in college I was getting a business degree, but like every weekend I was out seeing music. I always knew from that point that I wanted to play that music, but over the years it developed more and more from a hobby and an interest to like a fascination and a passion. And I ended up bringing my guitar up to college, and on the weekends and at night after I was done studying, I would just play guitar. I would play to YouTube videos, the All-Stars, R.L. Burnside, Junior Kimbrough, all the people. And that was in 2012 or 2013. And I just kept with it and kept with it. And then one night in, I think it was about 2015, I went to see Dwayne Burnside play at a place called The Shelter in Oxford. And it's not there anymore. It's a super cool little coffee shop underneath the clothing store. And I went to see him one night, and just in the middle of a set at some point, he wanted to take a break, and he's like, who plays guitar? And I, foolishly kind of like threw my hand up. You, come up here, take this guitar. So he handed it to me, and I started playing some of his dad's songs, and he, you know that stuff, I want you to play with me, the rest of this show, and I'm back next week, so come and play with me. So I sat in, and then that just progressed, and over the years, I got to know Gary Burnside, and I got to know Kitty Kimbrough, and Eric Deaton, and I met Luther Dickinson, and just kind of built out my friendships in that music passion that I have, because these people are my heroes.
When we wake up and pour ourselves a cup we won't feel so alone. Oh, you know what I need. Yeah, thank y'all.
I grew up watching like the All Stars on huge stages at festivals, big concerts, the Overton Park Shell in Memphis. I was always at the rail, but I was always on this side of the rail, and they were up there, and it was that separation. And I always knew that I wanted to be like these people. I wanted to play the music that they play and stuff. I would never have guessed that I could, get in and make friends and have lasting relationships with these people, these, like you said, these heroes of mine and full-on musical inspirations to me. It's like, it's a dream come true. It's a blessing. It's a little luck. It's a little hard work. It's a little putting myself in the right place at the right time. It's a little offering just to help as a hand. That was a lot of what I did back in the day. It was just like, can I carry that amplifier for you? Can I tune your guitar for you? And that kind of stuck and worked, and people got to know me and knew that I was really in it, not for reasons that other people get into it, but truly like zoned in on the music. They understood where I was coming from, and I like to think that those things helped build those relationships. I got called by Cedric Burnside to play bass with him because he was putting out a new album, Hill Country Love, and he wanted to have the full trio setup that he recorded the album as on the road. And I'd been recommended to him, and he called and said, I know that you know this music, I know you love this music, come out and let's do this. So that's kind of where I'm at current day. I tour with Cedric, but then I also do this solo project, Kody Shade Harrel, which is kind of like an homage or tribute to all of those heroes of mine and all of the music that they play and the feel and the style and the emotion that it gives people. I want to continue that because that was like near and dear to my heart. So I want to provide that to people without simply just copying and pasting the formula that everybody already has. So I pull influences in, be it Leonard Skinner or the Allman Brothers and the Southern Jam and Southern rock scene, even more modern stuff like Black Keys are bluesy but rock and roll, and they kind of mesh those genres and stuff and pull some pop stuff in. But another thing that I try to do is make it a little more danceable and modern and current, which is kind of a popular formula for the music right now. But I'm just happy to be part of continuing it on in that way and making it danceable, maybe adding some beats to it and adding some groove to it, but then also drawing things back and making it real psychedelic and real trancey and a groove, because I never got to go to Junior Kimbrough's juke joint, but I've always heard that as the night went on, it was like corn whiskey, corn moonshine fueled blues music that, you know, everybody would start the night hopping, and then as the night went on, they got to where they were grooving. So I like to kind of cover all of those styles of the music, from the upbeat dance and modern stuff, all the way to the cool, laid back, psychedelic, trancey, jammy type stuff.
If you see me riding out there on the road, got to get out before the cooling board. I see the daylight turning into the night. I see days getting shorter and I need my rest. Nights getting cold and frost upon my breath. I see the golden leaves falling down to the ground. Well, this life on the road surely don't hurry me. Well, I send for you when I'm on my ride. Keep your lamp trimmed low and shining bright. Moon shining in the night like a diamond in the sky. If you see me coming, put your man outdoors. Don't make no pallet, won't sleep on your floor. Your warming embrace, that's all that I need. Well, this life on the road surely don't worry me. Well, now people talk and tell me what they could. Said you go around saying that I'm no good. Them silent whispers, Lord, carry swiftly in the night. Well, I heard you say that I'm a man about town. Swear you won't find none like me around. $10 to $1, you won't find another quite like me. Well, nothing that you say, 'cause you're gonna worry me. Yeah, thank you, thank you.
I'm of course on Facebook. Kody Harrel, Kody Shade Harrel. I also have a link tree, which is I think linktree/Kody Shade Harrel, and I'm on Instagram. Kody Harrel1 is my Instagram handle, and then I also have a website that's out there, but it's typically accessed through the link tree. But it's I believe it's codyharrel.weebly.com right now. But definitely the link tree is the way to go for catching me. It's linktree/Kody Shade Harrel. And I update my shows. I put content on there. A lot of things that are on social media you can find on there as well. And yeah, the link tree links you to all the branches of the tree: social media, shows, CDs, everything. So thank you so much, Red Radio Productions, for having me. It's been a blast.